The Boise State Broncos might be without Ashton Jeanty, but today we're going to guarantee that they win a national championship. We are going to add one superstar after every year in which they don't win one and see how long it'll take us before Boise State is the national champs. We'll spin a wheel to determine which team we take from, and we'll add one superstar from that team. Now, our schedule isn't terribly difficult. We do have Notre Dame obviously on the schedule, but it's mostly Mountain West. And we are going to go with, since Malachi Nelson technically transferred to UTEP, we are going to put Maddox Madsen as our quarterback, an underrated QB, a little bit undersized. We'll see what he can do in this offense. I think that he'll do pretty well with the talent around him, and we have pretty good accuracy and decent power. Over our depth chart isn't too bad. The running back and wide receiver positions are okay, but we want to see some improvements there. Tight end is great. Offensive line is going to be a little bit of a problem. We do have Cage Casey, which is really nice. Mason Randolph's decent, but overall the offensive line needs some work. The defensive line is also going to need some help. Jaden Virgin Morgan can't do it all by himself. Braxton Felly is a better option than what his rating actually is. And some of these ratings actually really surprised me. Linebacker appears to be just fine. The secondary is also decent. We have a couple of bigger names, but we definitely need to add to that as well. First year, we are undefeated heading into the Notre Dame game. That is going to be the most ideal start for us. And Notre Dame is going to be a very tough test on the road. And I think if we can get off to a strong start, that's going to help us quite a bit. But right now, it's going to be a tough team to beat. Notre Dame is a national championship contender, and we have to beat them. And unfortunately, late in the second half, Notre Dame's defense is just getting after us. We're not able to get out. Madsen's trying to make some throws, but we're getting hit in the backfield left and right. And Notre Dame, up by 10 already, is going to add to that to extend their lead. And ultimately, we can't get the job done, a 31-14 loss. Fortunately, it's our first season. We haven't added anybody yet, so we do look to do that here. Finishing 10-4. A decent start, but not great. Going to the wheel here, we'll see who we can get first. Adding a quality player right off the bat would be a huge thing for us, and it looks like we're going to get North Carolina. There's a couple options here. I think we have to go with the offensive line. Zach Rice being an 88 overall, especially with what we have at the guard position, seems like a no-brainer. Rice is going to be a powerful player that's going to help us establish the run and be able to get our offense to a little bit more balanced look. And our offensive line is pretty good at certain spots, but some need to improve. And every season, we're only going to be able to play in one game, so that's going to add to the difficulty. Here, we're going to go with USF since we're probably not winning a national championship this year. Our defense is making some stops early on, and on 4th and 3, we are going to pick up a stop here and get the ball back. It's been a struggle for the offense so far, but the rushing attack does have a good gain here on 2nd and 8. And on 1st and 10, we're going to hand the ball off again on the left side. We stiff arm a guy, break a tackle, nearly pick up the first down. Madsen is dropping back to pass. He's on the left side. A nice throw to Matt Lauder for a big gain. And in 3rd and goal, we are looking for a touchdown here, and we thread the needle for a score. As the first half is winding down, we're looking to add another score for this. A nice pass down the sideline, and it was initially ruled out of bounds, but the replay is going to show us that we do get a foot in. Later in the drive, we're going to try to punch it in here. Running the ball gives us that 14-7 lead, and it's ultimately enough for a 31-21 win. Once again, we're undefeated heading into the Notre Dame game. We're going to have to play a little bit better than we did last time if we're going to win. But we ultimately do not, as we fall short 43-42. We don't get into the playoff. We do make the New Mexico Bowl against Jacksonville State, and we ultimately finish the year 12-2. We do win the bowl game to finish the year strong, but once again, we have not won a national championship. Maddox Madsen had a pretty good year, 44 touchdowns to just 10 interceptions. We nearly have a 1,000-yard rusher. Sire Gaines is solid for us again. Passing attack is better than I expected. Cameron Bates with a big year, over 1,000 yards. Zach Rice didn't give up a sack this year, so that's a quality addition. And the defense had some pretty good production as well. The offense had pretty good numbers overall, though we'd like to see that get better, so we're going to add another superstar. We go back to the wheel again, and it's seeming like we're going to get Iowa State. Now, we could go with the secondary here. Iowa State tends to have good secondary players. Our cornerback position could use some help. Free safety is okay, but we also could probably use a strong safety as we look at our strong safety position, and our best player is a 78. Looking at Iowa State's roster, strong safety, we could take Malik Verdon at 87 overall. He's going to be a good safety if we do add him. 6'4", 220 pounds. That might be tough to pass up. But we also could take Jontez Williams, an 88 overall corner. I think that's probably the route we end up going. 5'11", 200 pounds, but a very good player in man coverage. We ultimately go with Jontez Williams for our pick for our superstar, and it'll be fun to see how he fits in our defense. Ultimately didn't play in a game, just didn't got off to a good start. An 8-5 finish is disappointing, but we knew that probably was going to happen. That's in a little bit worse year. 29 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, over 3,300 yards, so a little bit of a step back. The rushing attack also takes a step back. Gaines only had 752 yards. The passing attack still had a 1,000-yard receiver, and our defense had some good production. Jontez Williams was decent for us in his first year. Looking at our team stats, our offense did take a little bit of a step back, not as explosive of a season as we would have hoped, but still pretty good overall. Still need to improve. The defense, however, is not great. We're going to see we have to scroll quite a ways to get to this group, so we do need some improvements on that side. Back to the wheel. We'll see who we get this time. Has a pretty good start so far. We're going to get Buffalo. Couple of options here, not great. We could take Red Murdoch. We could also get Kobe Stewart. We do need someone opposite of Jaden Virgin Morgan. And while Stewart isn't that much better, he is still better than our 77 overall. So we will go with Kobe Stewart, an 83 overall speed rusher, could be a valuable player for us. And we start out 2-2. Another poor start for Boise State. That's not great. Madison is not having a good year so far. The rushing attack is also struggling. Cameron Bates, another strong start for him, but the team overall is not having a great year. Kind of an ugly year. We do finish 6-7. That's a tough season for this video. It seems like we're kind of going in the wrong direction. You see that we lose to San Diego State, Notre Dame, Fresno State, Hawaii. We're losing games that we probably shouldn't lose if we're Boise State, but somehow we are. And Matson takes another step back, though he does improve his touchdown to interception ratio, so that's at least nice. The rushing attack, again, another step back, 625 yards for Gaines, just 7 touchdowns. And no 1,000-yard receiver this year. Liggins had one last season, but not this year. And our defense overall does not do very well. Jontez Williams increases his interceptions, but overall the defense not super great. Spinning the wheel again, this time we are going to land on TCU. That's a solid option. And I would have thought that Josh Hoover would have been better, but we have some other options. Now Matthew Golden is not technically on TCU, so we're not going to take him. Bud Clark as a free safety as an 88 overall could be good. We could also take Eric McAllister. Our wide receiver position could use some help, but that's been kind of the strength of our team so far through this video. And when we go and look at our secondary, our free safety position is okay at 81 overall, and our strong safety is 78, but we can move some guys around. So I think we have to go with Bud Clark. We know what he's capable of doing when the football is in the air, so picking him to be our free safety, I think, is the move. We do get back on track. We're 4-0 heading into the Notre Dame game, and we will jump into this one. This is a big one. Even though Notre Dame is 21st overall, this is still going to be a tough one. Fourth quarter, we find ourselves down 8. 2nd and 7, Notre Dame is looking to get a first down, and we miss some opportunities to tackle a big game for the Irish. Later in the drive, they're looking to get on the scoreboard once again, throw to the outside. We get them to 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, they're looking down the middle of the field, and we do hold them to a stop. Field goal attempt to limit them just 3 points is up and good. And we're down 11. We need to get some points on the scoreboard here to catch up. A nice pass over the middle to Dubar, picks up the first down. And Matson has been in a rhythm so far. A little play action here, finds a guy over the middle. That's a nice pickup. Apparently we have wide receivers that wear 43. Notre Dame's been sending a lot of pressure, and that has been affecting us though. And on 3rd and 7, we do need a big gain here. Matson is going to try to thread it over the middle, and he does get it to his tight end. 1st and goal, we definitely need to score here. Run to the right side, and we're going to get a touchdown. We are going to get within 1 score. Since we're down 5, we are going for 2, and we don't pick it up. There's still plenty of time here 4.5 minutes left in the game, but we do need to get a stop. Notre Dame throws it to the right side. Our defense is there to get Jeremiah Love. And on 2nd and 14, we're looking to get pressure and an incomplete pass. 3rd and 14, 4:13 left in the game, a deep ball down the field, and that's why you get Bud Clark. So we do get the ball back with 3.5 minutes left, but Notre Dame's defense is making things absolutely a nightmare. Madsen has a tough snap there, and he has pressure, and he can't get the first down. Once again, it's on our defense to get a stop. Notre Dame is going to get stopped in the backfield. And on 3rd and 13, we're looking to get another punt, get the ball back, pressure. He gets the guy downfield, and he gets knocked down. 2:25 left. The pressure is mounting to get a score here. We throw it deep, and we're going to get, and who else but number 43? Of course, that's our best option. He's all the way in for a touchdown. And another 2-point conversion, as we're only up 1, is going to be successful. Just under a minute, Notre Dame does drive all the way down to set themselves up for a tying field goal. A kick is up, and it is good. We got to get the ball down the field. Only 48 seconds. Pass over the middle. Oh, that's going to be picked. Oh, it is picked off. Notre Dame picks it off inside the 20. And that is going to be the game. Kick is up, and it is good. Notre Dame survives. As we get towards the end of the season, Ty Simpson is the Heisman winner. That's a little bit of a surprise there. We do make it to another New Mexico Bowl against Western Kentucky. Clemson wins the national championship. We are 11-3. And I don't know if Madsen was hurt, but he only threw for 1,900 yards, only 16 touchdowns, no risk of injuries, so something must have happened during the year. Rushing attack was about the same as last year, and the passing attack got on a better track. Cameron Bates is becoming one of our favorite targets. Bud Clark with a strong season, 3 interceptions. Jontez Williams picks off another pass. The secondary looks really good. But it's back to the wheel once again. We have to add another superstar to our team. We get Texas State. I don't know who we're going to get. Cole Wilson has to be it. He's easily the best player on Texas State. He'll be a great addition to an already solid wide receiver group, and he'll be a speedster that can be a deep threat for us. Notre Dame is 6 overall as we head into this one, and it's been a back and forth battle, the overtime to tie this up, and the kick is going to be wide right. Another heartbreaking loss for Boise State. Notre Dame survives, but we are getting closer to beating the Irish. We do play a big name, but it's in the LA Bowl. Fresno State wins the national championship as we go 9-5. Passing attack gets back on track. Madsen has a good year, 32 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. The rushing attack takes a step forward. And once again, our wide receivers, it's not Cole Wilson, but we have 3 guys over 100 yards. Bud Clark is just picking off every pass. He and Jontez Williams combined for 8 interceptions this year. Once again, back to the wheel. We've had some pretty solid additions so far, some big-time impact players, and we are actually going to get Notre Dame. And while I would love to take Jeremiah Love, I do think that we need help at other positions. Offensive line is going to be a big need, so we probably will go with Billy Schrauth. He's going to give us another guard that can get our rushing attack to where it needs to be. And we do head into the Notre Dame game undefeated, though Notre Dame is 3-3, so we actually might skip this one given that we only can play 1 game a year. Ends up being a smart decision as we beat them 38-24, and we're looking pretty good heading into Hawaii. We're a number 5 team at 7-0. We'll see how this goes. It's not our biggest game, but this is still an important one. Mountain West play is something that we're going to have to take care of if we're going to get to the college football playoff. Offense is looking to get off to a strong start. The rushing attack is off to a great start. Sire Gaines with a big run there. And his backup, Dubar, is going to do the same. A huge hole. That's why you add Zach Rice. A big play for John Maris Dubar. On 1st and 10, we go with play action. It's very effective. Madsen's on the run. He's looking for his guy. What a throw. Touchdown for Cole Wilson. And this one ended up getting out of hand pretty quick. A 56-10 win for Boise State. Very consistent scoring in all 4 quarters. We do make it to the Mountain West Championship against the technically defending national champion Fresno State Bulldogs. And we're having a pretty good year, though Fresno State is our only loss so far. We're looking to avenge that. And this is a big game for us. This probably determines if we go to the college football playoff or not. So beating Fresno State is big. We do get the job done, 35-17. Again, we can't play because we already played the Hawaii game, but we do win the Mountain West. Cade Klubnik wins the Heisman Trophy, but more importantly for us is that we do get into the college football playoff and we are going to face the Georgia Bulldogs. Down 25-10 on the road in Athens, 5:37 left in the quarter, and Georgia's defense is giving us all sorts of problems in this one. We do need to get on the scoreboard here if we want to keep this game going. Madsen is looking on the left side there, makes a pass, and he's going to score. A stop here would be huge, but Georgia's defense is, oh my goodness, what are we doing here? Wide open for the Bulldogs. Jaden Rashada is having a good game so far. Screen pass to the left, we can't pick it up, and Georgia's just gashing us. 2nd and 3, Rashada is looking for a guy down the field, throws a nice rope to his receiver. And on 3rd and goal, they're looking to punch it in. Rashada's looking to the right side, throws it, and he has his tight end for a touchdown. We do score again, but it's not enough as we fall short 32-24. Madsen has a big year, 45 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. That's a really good year for him. Rushing attack takes a little bit of a step forward, 740 yards and 5 touchdowns. Cole Wilson, a big year, over 1,000 yards and 15 touchdowns. Offensive line is giving up a few more sacks, so it's a little bit worse play up there. And the defense is a little bit the same, take a little bit of step back. Williams and Clark combined for 7 interceptions. Back to the wheel, we've had, again, really good additions here so far. UCLA. J. Michael Sturdivant might be the pick here. I know we just added Cole Wilson, but it probably wouldn't hurt to add to this passing attack. It's clearly the strength of our team. Why not make it better? Sturdivant's a deep threat that can open things up for the guys around him, and that's what we're going to go with. We're off to a hot start. We are 9-0 as we head into the Fresno State game. That's been a game that's given us trouble so far in this video. We do make it back to the Mountain West Championship, and we are going to try to beat San Jose State this time. A field goal for the Spartans gets them on the board 3-0, and they do add another one late in the first quarter to make this game 6-0. Our offense is struggling, but our defense is trying to do its best to get the ball back. San Jose State, though, is just moving the ball down the field quickly. We need to get a turnover here, a pass to the left side, and right on cue, who else but Bud Clark? Maybe that'll be the spark that our offense needs. A nice pass on the left side here to Matt Lauder for a first down. And a handoff off the left side. Gaines is running there, and he's wide open. He's going to walk into the end zone, the touchdown that we need to get things going. 17-9 in the fourth quarter. It's been a defensive battle for the most part. Madsen is looking to throw. He had a guy deep, but it goes over the middle for the first down. A handoff on the left side. Dubar with a nice juke to pick up another first down there. And with 2 minutes left in the game, Boise State is probably just looking to chew up some clock. Gaines with a nice first down. And the offensive line is just doing whatever it wants. On the right side, Gaines is in the open. He's going to get another touchdown. Boise State is going to win this one. Mountain West Championship once again. We did finish 12-1, but we're 14th overall, and we do need a couple of Group of 5 teams to lose. Cade Klubnik wins the Heisman Trophy again, and unfortunately, we make the New Mexico Bowl again. Again, I don't know if Madsen got hurt, but a solid production between Nelson and Madsen. Rushing attack does get our first 1,000-yard rusher. Gaines is over 1,000. The passing attack is solid, but we do not have a 1,000-yard receiver, though Sturdivant and Wilson and Bates are a great trio. Feels like we could add to our offense. Again, it'd be nice to add to our offensive line, which we might be able to do that with Army. While it would be nice to maybe add an 87 overall, I feel like there are better running backs besides Kanye Udo. I think we're going to go with Brady Small. Adds to our offensive line as a center. He's a solid piece to have. I think that's the route we'll go. We finished the year 13-0, and we're the number 6 team in the country. And we do face the Georgia Bulldogs once again, but this time we're the higher seed. Obviously, last time it did not go our way. We're at a neutral site this time. Hopefully that means a different result. Our team is ready to play. An early 2nd and 10, trying to send some pressure here. Georgia does run a screen pass that's going to go a long ways. Trevor Etienne with a big gain almost to midfield. Later in the drive on 2nd and 4, trying to get a stop here, force a 3rd down. Georgia drops back to pass, and they're going to hit their tight end over the right side for another big gain. We did force a negative play, but on 2nd and 19, Georgia is still driving within the 30-yard line. Stockton drops back to pass, throws a nice ball to Oscar Delp. 3rd and 10, a stop here would be nice to hold them to a field goal. Stockton is looking back to pass. He has a guy on the left side. He throws it and nobody's covering him. Touchdown, Georgia. We'll see if we can get off to a hot start ourselves. An RPO with a wide open tight end. Matt Lauder has been wide open all video. Surprised we don't go to him more. Later in the drive, it's 3rd and 5, trying to pick up some nice yardage, but Georgia is going to pick up the sack and force a field goal. And the kick is up, and we are on the board. It's 7-3. The ensuing drive, Georgia is around midfield here on 2nd and 5. Run up the right side. Etienne is running once again. He has been in space all day. On 3rd and 12, later in the drive, Stockton is looking, has a guy over the middle, throws an absolute rope to get within inside the 10. And on 2nd and goal, they are looking to extend their lead. And once again, a pass on the left side goes for a touchdown. And everything's pretty much been all Georgia. It's 28-14. They do have the ball. Play action on the right side, and Stockton's going to pick up a big gain with his legs. And later in the drive, play action once again, a wide open player on the middle, and it's 42-21. Georgia comes away with the win. We just didn't have it in us to pull off the upset. Matson does have a solid year again, 44 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, another 1,000-yard season for Sire Gaines. The passing attack, again, Cameron Bates has been just an underrated piece. Sturdivant and Wilson are good once again. Offensive line is still giving up some sacks, but overall a solid group. And the defense, I think, has been better as well. But since we didn't win a national championship, we are back to the wheel. This time we are going to get Penn State. I think we've gone this long. Matson's been great. We could get a running back here in Nick Singleton, but I think having Drew Aller available here is just going to be the smartest decision. We do win the Mountain West once again, so another strong season for Boise State, and we get the 4 seed in the playoff. So we have a good path to win a national championship in this one. And in our first game, we face Miami. Now, this is a big one. We have gotten to the playoff 2 years in a row now. We are looking to finally get our first win of the video in the playoff. We have our new quarterback. Our offense should be absolutely stacked, and it's just a matter of if we can run the football. We start the game with a play action, and right off the bat, Drew Aller's arm talent is on full display. A big bang pass to get us within scoring range. And on 1st and 10, we're going to hand the ball off to Gaines, who makes a nice juke to get inside of the 5, nearly gets in the end zone. 2nd and 1, we're going to hand it off once again, and we do punch it in for a score. Defense finds themselves in a 3rd and 18 situation, so we're getting tackles for loss, dropping back the pass. We do get pressure, and we're going to force a punt. On our second drive, it's 3rd and 4. Aller's looking over the middle, finds a short crosser, Cameron Bates. 1st and 10, Aller drops back the pass once again. A nice throw over the middle. Aller's been really solid as a passer. Throws it on the right side once again, an absolute rope. 4th and 1 later in the drive, we're trying to punch in a nice couple of cuts, and Sire Gaines is going to get it in the end zone again. It has been all Boise State so far, 14-0. Drew Aller finds Cole Wilson, almost breaks it for a big gain. 3rd and goal later on in the drive. We're going to run the Wildcat, jet sweep to the left, and it's wide open for yet another touchdown. 3rd quarter, we're up 28-17, so Miami has fought back a little bit, but oh my gosh, what a throw. It's 35-17 as we start the 4th quarter. Miami needs to get something here, but a sack is not going to help. And on 3rd and 9, we're hoping to get another stop, send an extra rusher there to make it 4th and 9. And on 4th and 9, they are going to go for it inside their own territory. They do have a guy wide open over the middle, a busted coverage that's going to lead to a touchdown. Miami does get the ball back, and it's 35-24. 4th and 4, we send pressure, and we're going to get the sack. The rushing attack continues to be a major part of this offense. A run to the right side picks up big yards. And on 4th and goal, we do kick a field goal to extend our lead to 14. Miami needs 2 scores here late in the 4th quarter, looking over the middle, and they're picking up some good yardage here. 38-24, 1:30 left, and Miami's looking to throw. A check down here goes for a solid chunk. And the next play, they're looking to pass once again, and a sack. 3rd and 18, Miami is going the wrong direction. Pressure coming again, and it's a fumble recovery. We're going to win this game. A big-time play by Jaden Virgin Morgan, and we do win 38-24. Up next is Virginia Tech in the college football playoff semifinals, and a win here is going to send us to the national championship. Fourth quarter, we're down by 2:16 left in the game. On 3rd and 6, we're trying to get pressure, and we're going to get a sack to force a punt. We have the ball inside of Virginia Tech territory with 2 minutes left to go. Aller is dropping back to pass on the left side, finds a guy for a first down. 2nd and 9. It looks like we're just playing for the field goal at this point. And on 3rd and 6, we are going to run the ball once again to get ourselves potentially in better field position, though we do lose yards. Setting up a field goal. This is a big one to go ahead. Ball is snapped, it is up, and it is good. 32-31 Boise State. Virginia Tech has a minute 39 to get down the field. Quarterback drops back to pass, throws an absolute rope that's broken up, but there's a flag. Pass interference on the defense. Jontez Williams gets caught. So it's 1st and 10, 32-31 Boise State, a minute 12 left. Virginia Tech is looking to move down the field, throws to the right side for a nice gain. A minute 7 left, and Virginia Tech is looking to take the lead here, and they are actually going to hand the ball off on the right side. They do pick up a big first down. 39 later in the drive, dropping back the pass. A stop here would be huge, and Virginia Tech's going to pick up the first down. 39, Virginia Tech could pick up another first down here. They run to the right side. They're not going to get it. They are set up for a field goal here. 22 seconds left. Kick is up, and it is good. Boise State has one final chance here. 11 seconds left. Aller is dropping back to pass, escapes pressure, and throws it away. 7 seconds left, 3rd and 10. We're going to need a miracle if we want to win this game. Aller's going to have to make something happen here. Drops back to pass. He's got nothing open. He's going to run to the left side. Guys chasing him, and he's going to get tackled. The game is over. Virginia Tech is going to escape with a win. Drew Aller with a big year. 47 touchdowns to just 2 interceptions in his first season. Almost 4,000 yards as a passer. That's why you bring him in. The rushing attack, understandably, does take a little bit of a step back. Sturdivant, 1,100 yards. Bates, once again, 700 yards. We're getting close to a national championship. Maybe one more piece is going to do the trick. We do get Tulane. We'll see what that gives us. Our rushing attack could use a little bit of help. We could use a corner as well, but we'll probably go with Mekhi Hughes. That's a good running back for us to add to this offense. Makes us even more explosive and gives us a rushing attack that could get a 1,000-yard rusher. Back in the college football playoff, we do face Penn State right off the bat, and we do win that game. Up next is the Clemson Tigers, and we're going to try simulating this game and see if we can find a way to win. Down 18-17 in the fourth quarter, a run up the middle. Dubar is going to nearly pick up the first down. And on 2nd and 1, Aller drops back to pass, throws it to Dubar on the left side, who picks up a nice chunk of yards for a first down. 2nd and 2 later in the drive, Aller is once again looking on the left side, finds his receiver for a gain. 2nd and goal, 4.5 minutes left in the game. Mekhi Hughes is going to make an impact here as he gets into the end zone. 23-18, Clemson is looking to respond, and they're going to do that by getting a big run on the left side. Back to pass. Alonzo Barnett is looking on the right side, finds his receiver, who's going to pick up the first down. In goal, 2:48 left in the game. Over the middle, the ball is caught, but it tripped. We're lucky that he fell down. Barnett is looking for his guys downfield. On the left side, can't find anything, throws it away. 3rd and goal, we're looking to get a goal line stand here. Barnett is going to once again drop back to pass. Can't find anybody. Jaden Morgan is going to come up with another huge play. A big sack there when we needed it. 4th and goal, Clemson is going to go for it at this point in the game. Barnett is trying to find someone, throws it on the right side, and it's going to be broken up. 1st and 10 for the Boise State Broncos. Hughes goes on the right side, and he's going to break a tackle, picks up a big chunk of yards there, and runs the guy over. 3rd and 5 later, we're trying to pick up a first down. Aller drops back to pass, but he finds pressure. We do need a stop here. It's 1:43 left in the game, 23-18. Barnett looks on the right side, and it's going to be picked off. What an interception. We're not able to run out the clock completely, but a field goal with 6 seconds left is great. Clemson has one final play here. Barnett is looking downfield, can't find anybody, sees the pressure, and is trying to escape. Running downfield, that's not going to do it. He slides, and the game is over. We will face Texas A&M in the national championship. We are so close. We have battled through 2 really tough games to get to this point, and now we face a Texas A&M team that has a very quick quarterback in Marcel Reed. This one will be tough. As you can see, though, we are very excited to see what we can do in this national championship. Texas A&M is actually just going to gash us right off the bat. And for the most part, it's just chunk plays by Marcel Reed and this passing attack. Nothing special, but they're getting the job done. 1st and 10, Reed is looking for a guy, just dumps it down to his running back. And on 3rd and 4, they're looking to pick up a first down, potentially some big chunk yards here. A out route to the right side is going for a first down. There's not much that we can do right now. Attack for loss would be nice here. We do get pressure and we take Reed down. 2nd and 18, another stop would be huge here. Pressure is sent. They do complete a pass, but makes it 3rd. And on 3rd and 8, Texas A&M is not able to pick up the first down, forcing a field goal. And the ball is snapped, the kick is up, and it is good. Texas A&M is up 3-0. First possession, an RPO to the right side is going to pick up some good yards. Who else but Cameron Bates? We're trying to get the rushing attack going, but it's hard against this defense. Kai Hughes is trying to pick up some yards with his legs, but this one only goes for a few. And on 3rd and 5, we're trying to get the first down here, but Hughes comes up short. Our defense is off to a strong start for the most part, and here they're going to get a stop for no gain. 2nd and 10, it looks like a run-heavy formation, but Marcel Reed is going to throw deep, and he's got a guy. We get burnt for a big-time touchdown. It is 10-0 Texas A&M. 3rd and 6 in the first quarter. We're down 10-0. Aller in this offense looking to get something going. A nice throw to Sertivant. And on 2nd and 15 later in the drive, we try a screen, and that's going to go for big yards. Dubar almost gets the first down. Later in the drive, Aller is trying to find something here. Dumps it down to Wilson. And on 3rd and 3, he finds his guy on the right side to pick up the first down. Later in the drive, it's 3rd and 10, and Texas A&M is going to get a sack. And we do get a kick. Kick is up, and it is good. 10-3, we're on the board. Later in the first quarter, J. Michael Sturdivant's going to catch a slant here to get us going. And on 3rd and 4, Aller does find Wilson over the right side for a big gain. But it does ultimately end in a field goal here as we're not able to get in the end zone. Kick is up, and it is good. Second quarter, it's 3rd and 8, 10-6. Texas A&M is looking to pick up the first down. Marcel Reed dropping back, and we're going to pick up the sack. Our defense is playing well. Let's see if our offense can help out. A deep ball down the field. Can Sturdivant get it? And he can. Unfortunately, once again, it's going to end in a field goal here. Kick is up, and it is good. Defense playing strong again. We get the ball back with 1:22, and Aller has a nice pass on the left side. Looking for another deep pass on the right side this time, and it is going to be caught once again. A big gain. In the ensuing play, we throw an interception. A late pass on the right side, and we are not going to catch him. Can we get him at least before he gets in the end zone? And we do. And on the ensuing drive, Texas A&M finds a guy on the left side for an easy touchdown. Terrible decision. We have to bounce back. Aller looks on the left side, throws a nice ball once again. And J. Michael Sturdivant is having a big game. Play action here. Aller throws to the right, and who else but J. Michael Sturdivant. Time is winding down over the middle. Touchdown Sturdivant again, having a big first half that get us within one score. And as we head into halftime, we're lucky to only be down 17-16. The passing attack has been good. The one turnover has been a killer. We start the second half on defense. Marcel Reed and Texas A&M going with the play action pass here, throwing it deep once again. Are they going to catch it? And they do. On 1st and goal, they're trying to run to the right side. A slow run, though. 2nd and goal, we do get another stop on the goal line. And on 3rd and goal, we're going to get yet another stop to force a field goal. Texas A&M lining up for the kick to go up 20-16. Ball is snapped, kick is up, and it is good. Trying to get the rushing attack going in the second half here, and we're going to fumble the ball and turn it over. But our defense appears ready in the second half with a tackle for loss. And on 2nd and 10, they're going to get pressure, and our defense is really keeping us in this game. Offense needs to do its part. Handoff to Dubar with a big gain over the middle. Another rush on the right side is Makai Hughes, and he picks up a big chunk. 1st and 10, Texas A&M sends pressure. We have a pass on the left side, and Louder is wide open once again. 2nd and goal, we're handing off the left side, and it's wide open. Gaines is going to walk into the end zone for a touchdown. 23-20, we do have our first lead of the ball game, and our defense is looking to get another stop. Play action. Reed is trying to escape pressure, but he can't. 3rd and 8. Texas A&M needs a first down here. Dropping back to pass, Reed is looking, can't find anybody, and he's going to get taken down for a loss. Our offense takes over on the left side. It's Hughes who picks up a big first down. In under 2 minutes, a touchdown here essentially is going to end it, and Hughes gets into the end zone to put us up by 10. Texas A&M is looking to get things going, but a sack doesn't help, and they're trying to go no huddle. They're trying to keep this game alive. They do need 2 scores to tie this game. Pressure is getting to Reed, and he's going to get sacked again. Tell you what, our defense has stepped up in a huge way this second half. 4th and 23, Reed is looking, has a guy deep. He's trying to throw it, and it's going to get knocked down. All we have to do is hand the ball off here, run the ball, kill some clock, burn their timeouts. All we need to do is take a knee here. Boise State wins the national championship. It took 10 superstars to get them to this point. A big win over Texas A&M. Let me know who you want to see next in this series. It was a very fun series to continue once again with College Football 26 just around the corner. We'll see what teams we can do in the new game. Boise State wins the national championship in our latest iteration of this series with a 30-20 win over Texas A&M.